Hi kitty guys around the world. Today I'm gonna read you The Disorderly Girl, and I hope you enjoy it. Louise was just going out of the door when her mother called to her. Louise hesitated, for she knew that her mother was calling her to make her playroom tidy, and she wanted to go coasting with the other children. She went back slowly and asked, "What is it, Mother? Your playroom must be put in order before you can go out to play." Her mother replied, "You have had plenty of time this week to do it, but you have neglected, and now you cannot put it off another day." "Why can't Jane do it?" asked Louise. "Jane will clean the room," her mother replied, "but it is your duty to pick up the books and toys that are strewn around." Louise pouted, but she knew that she must do as her mother said, and she took off her hat and coat and went up to her playroom. She went in and closed the door. It certainly was a very disorderly-looking room. Books were on the floor and games were on the table. Door clothes were strewn in all parts of the room. Louise had picked up the most things when she saw from her window her little friend Clara passing the house. "Clara," she waved, "wait for me. I have to put my playroom in order before I can go coasting." But Clara would not wait. Louise closed the window, threw herself on the couch, and began to cry, saying she thought it was mean. Everybody was coasting but her. All at once she saw two little girls walking towards her. They looked just like her daughters, Bella and Emily, only they were as large as herself. Louise tried to get up, but she was unable to move. "Let's undress her," said Bella, coming over to Louise and lifting her by one arm. "Yes," said Emily, and comb her hair. Then Louise knew what had happened. She turned into a doll, and then dolls had become little girls. The doll girls undressed Louise and put on her night dresses, pulling it over her head in the most careless manner. Louise thought they combed her hair, pulling it terribly. "I wonder how she likes to have her hair pulled," said Bella. "She knows how it feels now," said Emily. "I think she'd better go out," said Bella, instead of going to bed, and they dressed her in a thin white dress. "Now we will take her out in the cold. That is the way she does with us." They fastened her clothes with pins and pushed them right through her body, and after she was dressed, they changed their minds about taking her out and threw her on the floor and began playing games. "I wonder if they are going to leave me here," thought Louise. "Someone would be sure to step on me." Just then she saw a teddy bear lying on his side under the couch. "Why are you under there?" Louise asked. "The little girl who is playing with me dropped me back off the couch a week ago," he said, "and I have been here ever since, and you will probably remain on the floor where you are now. She never picks up her toys. She's a very careless girl." Louise did not reply, for just then Emily came over to the couch for a book and pushed Louise out of the way with her foot. Bella set out a croquet set, and one of the balls hit Louise on the head. Then Emily dropped her book and said, "Come along, Bella, let's go outdoors." Louise watched them as they went out. "Oh, this is the way she always leaves her room," said Teddy Bear, for he could not see from under the couch. There were two little girls and thought it was Louise who went out of the door. "She never thinks of us," the Teddy Bear continued, "or how uncomfortable we may be, for she is a very careless and untidy girl." The door opened and Bella came in. She went over to the couch for her hat, and Louise saw her foot over her head. "She will break me if she steps on me," cried poor Louise, and she jumped up as she cried aloud. Then there she was on the couch. She had been asleep. She got up and finished her work. Then suddenly she thought the teddy bear had looked under the couch. There he was on his side, just as she had seen him in her dream. Louise picked him up and set him in a chair. Then she looked at Bella's clothes to make sure there were no pins prickling her, and after looking at Emily also, she put both of them in a comfortable place. Her books were put on her shelf, and she resolved never again to let her room get so untidy or to let her dolls or teddy bear suffer from neglect. Perhaps they do feel things, she said. Anyway, I'll be sure not to hurt them or let them be in a comfortable position, for I was very miserable lying on the floor, thinking I might be stepped upon. The end. And I hope you enjoy it, and please press the subscribe button so you won't miss any of new episodes. Bye bye.